Hi guys, and welcome back. It's Danielle, and today we're going to talk about my TBR for the Reading Rush. So I'm really excited because this is going to be my first year participating in the readathon, formerly known as Booktubeathon, the Reading Rush. I was planning on participating last year, but for some circumstances that I now can't even remember, I wasn't able to, or maybe I did try to and I don't remember it, not quite sure. But since I have a channel this year and a space to share how Booktubeathon is going, I am going to be hopefully vlogging and letting you know what I read for Booktubeathon. So I'm going to do my TBR video today and let you know what books that I'm going to read. The Reading Rush takes place from July 22nd through the 28th. There are 7 prompts and then a bonus prompt, which is to read 7 books. And I'm not sure if I'm going to hit the 7 books or not. I might, but the only reason that I would maybe actually hit this challenge is because I don't know if it's cheating necessarily, but I'm using the Reading Rush this year to help me finish books that I have started and have not yet finished. I have quite a few books that are started. I have them open. They're on my either on my second chance shelf, or I just don't want to DNF them because I'm either really close to the end or, you know, for some reason, like, just I need to finish them. And so I'm going to take this and use it to motivate me to finish these books. So the books that I'm going to be reading for the Reading Rush are as follows. So prompt number 1 is to read a book with purple on the cover. And for that, I chose Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. I started this book in May. I was buddy reading this book with a subscriber in May. I'm so sorry, JoJo, because I totally just stopped with our buddy read. I got like 100 pages from the end and then just never finished this book. So I'm going to read the last 100 pages of Skyward. I'm going to finish it. I know I'm going to love it, and I need to know how this ends, and I'm not really sure what happened. I just put this down and picked something else up and haven't gotten back to it. So I'm going to be finishing Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. The next prompt is to read a book in the same spot the entire time. This one I'm probably just going to take one of the other books and do that for. I read almost exclusively on my couch. I'd like to say that I would like read in my hammock the whole time, but it's been raining here so much that that probably is not a good idea to do an outdoor challenge or prompt for that. So I'm going to say I'm just going to pick one of these books and read them on my couch. Next is to read a book you meant to read last year, and for that I'm going to do Circe by Madeline Miller. I am actually buddy reading this with a bunch of my friends over on Instagram. I have already started this book because our buddy read started already, so I will be part of the way through this book by the time the Reading Rush actually starts, and hopefully if I stay on track with my buddy read, I should finish this. So I'm kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone, but I did buy this book last year when Barnes & Noble had their like book haul sale, and I got this book for a really good price, and it's been sitting on my TBR shelf and I've been wanting to read it for so long. So I am hopefully going to tackle this one as well. The next challenge is to read an author's first book, and for that I am going to read On Lunatime by Amber Crowley. This is an audiobook that I have purchased. I have the ebook and the audiobook, and this is Amber Crowley's first novel. I believe it's a self-published novel as well, and it is narrated by Murphy over at Murphy Napier, and so I'm really excited. I listened to the first chapter or 2 already, and I just haven't finished it, so I am planning on finishing that up during the Reading Rush, and it's a nice short audiobook, so it should be quick for me to fly through. Challenge number 5 is to read a book with a non-human main character, and since the Reading Rush actually overlaps with the Magical Middle Grade readathon that I'm doing, I am using one of my books from that, and I am reading El Defo by C.C. Bell. This is a middle grade graphic novel about a bunny who is deaf and gets this hearing aid to help her, and so she can hear for the first time, but it kind of deals with how she's perceived by other kids in her class, because the hearing aids are a bit cumbersome and noticeable, and so I'm really excited to read this for both the Magical Middle Grade readathon and for the Reading Rush. The next challenge is to read a book with 5 or more words in the title, and so for that I picked A Natural History of Dragons, a memoir by Lady Trent by Marie Brennan. I have started this book and have been probably like 60% of the way through this book for over a year now. I started listening to it on audiobook. I really love the audiobook narrator. It's Kate Redding narrates this on audiobook, so I am going to try and get this from the library again on audio and listen to the rest of it during this readathon. But I also have the physical one from the library as well. I really like this book. I'm not sure what made me put it down. I've tried to pick it up a couple times, so I'm hoping that this is just what I need to prompt me to finally finish this book. The final challenge is to read a book and watch the movie adaptation. And I currently am listening to the audiobook of Rebecca. I listened to almost all of it in the month of June. I only have like 20% left in the audiobook, so I want to finish this one up and then also watch the movie that goes along with it, because I love classic movies and it's the classic thriller, so I'm really excited to read and watch that as well. So those are all the books that I am reading for the Reading Rush and or finishing for the Reading Rush, since I have technically started all of them. Let me know what you guys are reading down below. I'll link my little profile thing from the website. And if you want to link your TBRs, I'd love to check them out. And let me know if you think that my TBR is cheating, even though I know that it kind of is and I don't really care. Just curious about your thoughts on it, since it's just a fun thing to do for all of the people on BookTube and on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, the book community in general. I can't wait to participate, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye!